Hey guys, I hope everyone's well and had a great start of 2026. And can you believe it? It is almost, 6 months into the year of 2026 already. So last time I spoke to you guys in regards to a catch-up video, it was the final month of 2025. Can you believe it? So since we headed into the new year of 2026, the weather, I have to be honest, has been a mixture of decent days as well as obviously the temperature being, meant to be really bad, but it hasn't been too bad occasionally. And then it's, slowly warmed up. And then, and then once we headed into April, it started changing for the better. And now with us nearly into June of 2026 already. So we're not quite finished May of 2026. This recording of this catch-up video for the very first one of 2026 as well. So since I last spoke to you all, end of the year, basically of the previous year, there has been a lot to go through. So once I, headed into January, I had a few issues in regards to health issues. So I had to deal with a lot of pain from previous year's incidents, even though it was about October time. So June, January, etc., and February, should I say, I kept going into A&E because I kept complaining that there was a lot of pain, from the incident from last year, which I mentioned last time we did a catch-up video. And it's weird because obviously when that incident happened towards the end of October 2025, it wasn't as painful, but then obviously it could take like weeks or months maybe for it to maybe show up to be worse. So obviously January and February 2026, like I said, I was going into A&E a lot, and they kept wondering what was wrong, and they did a scan, and it was confirmed towards the end of February 2026 that the damage was caused from that incident and will unfortunately result me having to go into surgery. So I was meant to have the actual surgery at the beginning of March 2026. Slight delay, had to be delayed because of the staff at the hospital were actually ill, so obviously it was slightly delayed. So I eventually got it done during March 2026, not quite at the date that I originally planned, but at least we got it done. It was a bit of a pain in the backside because obviously you know me with my routine, want to do things, want to do my usual every single day routine is very important to me. With my autism as well, it just doesn't help the fact that I like to stick with the routine and etc. And the traits of having autism just don't help with that case whatsoever. So it wasn't a difficult operation, I believe, but it was rather straightforward operation. So I had to stay overnight, of course. It was really hard to rest in the hospital because obviously I'm more used to being at home, that sort of thing. So literally the day after I came home, and obviously that's when I had to be very careful, be very cautious in what I did. But they did want me to do a lot of moving around, but not like heavy lifting or anything, because it could, do damage to the surgical scars, etc. So, but they didn't say anything about not moving around. So it's really weird because after the surgery, literally on the same day of the surgery being done, they would get me walking around the part of the ward and all that sort of thing. And I just think that's really interesting because usually they want you to rest and stuff. The specialists want me to wander around. They made it very difficult to keep still, really, for me, especially with being an individual that can't keep still. So it was really, really annoying, to be honest. But thanks to the incident from last year, which was a knock-on effect, which is the reason why I had to have this surgery. But it went well, apparently. But I might get it looked at again, just make sure to ensure that it's okay, hasn't moved or that sort of thing, because it has been a few weeks, as it were, since I had the surgery, and obviously things heal gradually. But it's good to always get a proper indication if it's okay. Obviously, they discharged me from the district nurses and the staff that they sent to my flat just to ensure that everything was okay. So they checked it, but obviously, me being me, I just want to be fully sure that everything's all right. So going to have them to have a look at it in more detail, and then it just makes me feel a bit more less stressed, even though it shouldn't be a problem. But like I said, you just don't know, do you? But to me, it's always important to get it looked at, even though the specialist did say everything's fine. But I like to have official, as it were, opinion or statement from specialists who can actually see the wound, surgical wound, as well as, if I can possibly get people at the, hospital to clarify, the healing inside is actually going okay. Because sometimes it does feel like something's not quite right, even though might appear to be okay, from the outside. But obviously, I'm more of a person that needs to know exactly if everything's okay, and I can't just accept what people say, which is basically what I mean. So got that to deal with. Also had dealt with other things outside of streaming. That was the main thing that's affected since I last spoke to you, because I haven't been able to do too much at all, really, because of the fact that they told me I couldn't do much, my usual. But they did want me to do a lot of moving around, but obviously not like carry anything heavy or that sort of thing. But they said eventually I should be able to do like stuff gradually. Maybe that's what I just need assurance in regards to knowing that everything's all right. But I have no idea, because obviously I'm not the one that can see, the scans and all that sort of thing. So maybe if I can get a scan, maybe just to clarify everything's all right, nothing's moved, because I do sometimes think, even though it's a while ago since the surgery, obviously, but you just don't know, do you, inside of a body that's healing after surgery, even if you haven't done anything to maybe cause stress on the the healing. But you just don't know, do you? Because anything could do it, even when you're trying to sleep, or simple little things of moving around might feel normal to you, but obviously for the wound to heal, that could be damaged, even though I don't know that. But that's why I'm going to try to get, like I said, just a bit more clarification, just to confirm everything's all right. Because if they say everything's all right, then I don't need to worry or be too stressed, because obviously since the operation, really, it's been a bit of a nuisance, because every specialist I spoke to, even though they didn't directly see the scar since the operation itself, they said, "Oh, it looks fine. Yeah, it looks fine." And then I'm like, "Oh, well, that's not really telling me everything's fine. That's just you saying it's fine." You know what I mean? So once I can get clarification, I will let you guys know. Maybe next time I will do a catch video. The next catch video, I should definitely have at least some indication to give you guys an update in regards to that. So that has been a major part of the gap, really, since I last spoke to you guys in regards to the catch-up videos. So also try to have a break, and it's so difficult when you're just worried that you're going to like do damage to the scars, and even though it's healing, they say it's healing and all that, and it's really difficult. And as we are about to head into June 2026, literally, the weather, of course, it's been a mixture since March, really. Occasional decent days, and then sometimes it's really terrible. And then, obviously, like I said, with us heading into, June, literally, of 2026 already, time seems to fly through, because, it's just scary, really, how quickly it's going through. But the weather has been improving a lot these past few weeks. So maybe it might be the beginning of our technically summer here in the UK. But we just don't know, because it might be decent weather and then suddenly go back to being crap again. So we just don't know. But I do hope everyone's had a decent start of 2026 up to now, really. And I do hope everyone has a decent next couple of months or so until the next catch up video, because, well, the next catch up video will be end of September, October 2026. So obviously a few months away, but obviously bear in mind, once we do head into that month or period of 2026, we haven't really got that long left till 2027. So it's just really, really scary to think that. But yes, and also I've been trying to do other things outside of streaming, trying to get my designs sorted, my other things, my music, my other projects. It's so, distracting, really. But I do want to get some of my designs done so I can actually maybe move forward with them, that sort of thing. So like t-shirt designs I've been trying to do for years and all that sort of thing. It just gives me stuff to do while I'm obviously healing, as it were. Also, like I said, they told me I had to go out and about and wander regardless. So I've been doing that as well, and obviously you do a lot of steps, but it's not fun just walking around. So obviously, doing it for a cause or something, it's more, meaningful, I think. But like I said, it'd be nice to do something for charity just to, help in that case. But like I said, multiple projects going on, designs, the other bits of artwork as well as stuff relating to my education that I want to try to get done. So I had to reapply because my course from last year sort of went a bit pear-shaped. So obviously I was in the course last year, but then obviously because the course had to be stopped because of people not turning up, so obviously made me had to think about this year during the period as well when I've been sort of trying to take it easy. It's so difficult when you want to do stuff when you're meant to try to take it easy from rushing around and all that sort of thing. But so in that case, I've been also looking at where I can do redo my course this year. So I'm thinking of seeing it if I can go to Newcastle College or something like that. They've given me a place, so hopefully this September, October should be fine. Hopefully no one will sort of drop out and make it a bit of a mess. So once that course is done for the year, because it's like creative arts sort of thing, project. So it's like photography and design and mixture of everything really, photography mostly. But obviously you have to have the, creativity mind to, look at, things slightly different, especially photography perspective as well. So once that year's done, I probably have to think about where I'm going to do like year 2, 3, etc. Basically the degree. So I was looking at Leeds, because Leeds have a new multimedia arts campus, and it has really good ratings and all that sort of thing. And also Leeds is a cool place to go, especially for like university, etc. So that is another option. So obviously not thinking of that straight away, because obviously I have to see how this year goes first. So if everything goes to plan, that's what I do plan. But also you have to plan for if it doesn't. So I would still, keep going to Leeds, obviously, but to visit and all that sort of thing. But have also been looking at, the opposite side to that if it doesn't turn out okay. I have been thinking of fostering a dog, or something, or puppy raising, especially guide dog puppy raising, with helping people who are impaired like me. So this helps, maybe help their little journey before they go to training or that sort of thing. It was just an idea, really. I mean, I was originally going to get a dog anyway, but then I thought puppy raising is probably a good way to go forward there if I do decide that. And even after my education's finished, if I've finished my university degree, etc., if I don't want to do a doctorate or anything like that afterwards, I would still do potentially, puppy raising, or even, get, rescue dog, and then maybe get collie as I always originally planned, because collies are really good dogs to have, and they need a lot of walking, but because I do a lot of wandering anyway, so it sort of makes sense in that case. But more about that when we get nearer and nearer to that. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you have a great summer of 2026. And yes, I will see you guys in the next catch-up video. So I'm hoping next time I, do the next catch-up video, there will be a bit more update in regards to, my, hopefully I don't have to go back into surgery just to make it okay, if there's something wrong, but I will let you guys know. But in the meantime, I do, like I said, hope you all have a great summer, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next catch-up video. And don't forget, of course, I will be giving you updates in regards to live streaming as well, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your time, and I look forward to seeing you all for the next catch-up video. Anyway, stay safe, and I'll see you all very, very soon.